sir, I mean, a lot of things actually we have read about you on different magazines, and then there's a documentary also on you that I have seen actually in Channel 9.
Okay. Oh, last month.
Last month,
Okay.
yes, I saw that documentary. So they're quite motivating actually for people like us who have been actually started doing this conservation and biodiversity conservation work. So there are a lot of people who follow us actually, our Exploring Nature group. They follow us, they read our newsletter, Holocene. So basically it's for them that they want to know from you who have actually worked closely, devoted whole life for the protection of wildlife and forest. So basically I would like to know from you, sir, that what actually motivated you to devote your life?
No, I joined the department.
Right.
Like any other person.
Right.
For salary purpose.
1967 you joined?
Yeah. Right. 1967 I joined.
Right.
After my training.
Okay.
Ordinary forester.
Yeah.
Without any these things, I joined the department.
Okay.
After joining, of course, I had an ambition to work in forest.
Okay. So why was that ambition was there to work for forest?
I like forest.
Okay.
Yeah, forest and animal.
How old you were at that time?
27.
Oh, okay.
27.
Quite young, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at that time, it was totally a different aspects. No animals. Nothing. It was like a football ground.
Oh.
People used to come anytime. They will come. Even department people, they used to shoot animals.
And you were in Nagrahole?
Yeah, I am in Nagrahole. My whole service in Nagrahole.
Right.
That was a big challenge because work conscious. That was there at that time. Nothing else except that. Nothing else. At that time, it was something like different. No communication, no this thing, vehicle, nothing. It was something like an island in Nagrahole. Of course, with all that, some of the people, they started coming. And they have started approaching me. After seeing my work and all, then very often they used to come. And of course, little bit influence also is there. They used to ask several questions.
Okay.
I was not ready to answer for all those questions. Then slowly I started my work towards not only protection. Protection is my main agenda. My duty also, work also. Apart from that, I thought something different. Because if I know something, I have to tell some other people also. Like that, I started my career.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are actually chairman of that organization, Wildlife First.
Wildlife First, yeah.
And you have been doing actually a lot of conservation related work or education related work.
Right.
So would you like to talk about that and how Wildlife First they have been working?
Yeah, definitely. I used to tell the people, not the kids, because they can't understand some of the things. Only I used to ask them for conservation aspects. Why you have to conserve the forest? What are all the objects and all? Otherwise, no fun in going on telling, and it is laborious for the children. Only little bit concerned about the conservation, not other aspects. First, we have to think about the conservation.
Right.
And other aspects, slowly, if they are really
interested,
good, they can catch. But for other people, media people, there are a lot of media people who come. Their support is very required. Okay. And of course, they are with us. And so many other these things.
So you are getting support from media people for your...
Yeah.
So what are the key activities for Wildlife First?
So many, because if anything goes wrong, we will get information. And of course, we will see who will take care of that information. Because we will get a lot of information. Someone has to act, That's very difficult, even in department, because we can't act.
Right.
Only we can pass on the information.
Right.
But one should act, we will search for that person.
Right.
Who will act, either the police or the forest, whatever it is. Because in forest department also some of the good people are there.
Right.
Even in police also. Then we will send the message to them. Sometimes they will act, sometimes I don't know. But that fear will be there.
Right. Everybody knows about that. I mean, probably you have kind of become a legend actually as a forest ranger.
I can't say that.
No, people who in this circle actually they know that, they say that.
Because of my age, I think.
No, I mean, of course, but the one very key thing probably people always talk, when they talk about you, they always talk about the Paradithima, the poacher, the notorious ivory poacher, who practically handled by you, and his all activities got stopped. So, would you like to talk about actually that your experience, how you dealt with him, and then entire Nagarhole got changed after that?
See, when I came to Nagarhole, nothing was there.
Right.
Except the tree growth. And that also, a lot of these things smoothly.
Yeah.
Because at that time, two different these things. One is territorial and one is wildlife. Wildlife people, they don't have any control about it.
Okay.
All the control by territorial people. That's why that was a big task. Then, of course, slowly I took control of these things. Today, of course, only wildlife is there, no territorial people.
Okay.
And no timber business or whatever it may be. It's very easy now. That is the difference today and at that time. Anyway, if you work hard, definitely it will get result.
Right.
Even department people, we cooperate with the department people. First, we control the department poaching. It's very difficult. And of course, at that time, staff also. Only I myself is a forester, 2 guards and 1 watcher.
You have only 2 guards and 1 watcher.
1 watcher.
That time.
And 250 square kilometer.
Wow.
And night walk without any. Now night vision is there.
Right.
Today nothing else.
Right.
At that time.
That time nothing was there.
Nothing. We used to walk. Of course, I used to believe wild animals, not the human beings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they helped you. I mean, they used to give you the. Yeah.
If you have interest, you can do whatever you like.
Right.
And nobody asking me. That is another thing. Nobody asking me why you are doing this thing, why you are doing that thing. Nobody asked me.
That was a kind of
support
for you.
Especially higher ups. Some of the middle officers, of course, they have given a lot of problem. But the higher ups, they have given
full support from the higher officers. So there are forest officers who are actually involved in
a lot of officers.
Involved in poaching.
But some of the officers, like Neginar, he provided me a lot of assistance. Because only I had 3-4. But after coming, that officer, he supported me like anything. First time I got such a support.
So when this Paradithima that was over actually, what are the general reactions from your officers, colleagues, or from the people? I mean,
they used to give a lot of respect.
Yeah.
No, of course, loyal staff and other you forget about. But higher ups, they used to give a lot of respect.
So if I consider that time, and then of course a lot of improvement happened, and now Nagarhole forest, do you think that still we have the poaching issues in Nagarhole current scenario?
There may be, but very few.
Very few.
Yeah. But to eastern side, not western side.
Eastern side probably there are.
Still there.
And why do you think so? I mean, the security protection is not enough?
Individual these things.
Individual.
Yeah. Range officers.
Okay.
They are really good enough.
Serious enough, good, efficient enough.
They can stop. It's not a big thing.
So current infrastructure and the security, do you think that sufficient?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
They are fully equipped with all these things. They have got sufficient staff. Because I used to interact with them very often. I know the strength and other things. Definitely they can do wonder.
So has ever your life was threatened by a wild animal while doing this job?
I can't say it's a threatening, but it happened.
It happened?
Because sometimes because I am really cautious. Sometimes, of course, especially elephant, nothing else. Sometimes it happened, but nothing happened.
And by poacher, have you ever threatened? Yeah. Because you were really after them, right?
That was the big problem. They burnt my house. I was arrested for wrong distance, and I was in jail for 12 days. That was the biggest thing. That's why even today I won't believe human beings. I will believe elephant, I will believe tiger. They will never do anything. But human beings are not like that. You have to go in their way. If you oppose them, then finish. They will join, police will join, forest department will join, and politicians, very well. Villagers, voters, everybody will gangster. Once they curtail my moral, then very easy for them. Of course, in 92, someone shot one person, and the people started blaming me. Only this is handiwork of Chinnappa. Then they set fire now, in 92. Then I thought, because since 24 years, I protected forest in front of me, they set fire means, I thought it's better not to work. Then I thought, because why it happened, lack of information, lack of knowledge. Then I thought it's better to go to the schools. I will influence through the children.
So you think you are much more satisfied actually now?
I can't. Satisfaction is not my business. Because what is happening, even government also, they are not listening to us. They will listen to timber mafia and all. Every day one elephant or one tiger is dying. Then how you will satisfy, how you will keep quiet? No, it's a very sensitive, these things. If you go deep into these things, it's very horrible
stories.
Every day some sorts of bad stories you can hear. If you shut your ear, then of course, you have to shut your eyes, you have to shut your ears, you have to shut your mouth, then of course.
If we talk about tribal issues, from 1972 onwards, they have started relocating Jenu Kuruba tribals from Nagarhole. So, there is a time when you were working with Nagarhole forest, when you didn't have any infrastructure, you were collecting your own team and doing. So, do you think the tribal has a huge role to play in terms of protecting the forest?
I don't think, because you can use them, because I use them as a tracker and all. But somewhat they are afraid of these things, villagers. But you can use as a trackers and all, it will help. I had 4 persons, they are very good trackers. That's how I used them, because anywhere I can go without any fear, because they know the whole forest. That's how I know the forest very well. Today, of course, if I sit here, anything goes wrong in some corner of the Nagarhole, I used to tell them.
As far as the ecotourism is concerned, this Nagarhole,
what you say, it's better not to talk. Ecotourism means, what is ecotourism? How, especially in Indian minds, there is no such word. Ooty, it was a wonderful place. Holidays means all the people used to go there. Today, Ooty, it's spoiled like anything. There is no forest, nothing else, because they spoiled the entire this. People have money, they don't know how to spend, they will bring all junks here, they will dump here. Is it a ecotourism?
So what government needs to do? Because there are many ecotourism run by government, ecotourism programs. So you have any suggestion about
say it's all controlled tourism should be there.
Controlled tourism.
10 people means 10 people. 100 people means 100 people. Not
limit the capacity and
control tourism. Anywhere. Not only Nagarhole, not only Bandipur or whatever. It should be a controlled tourism.
And probably there can be selection.
Carrying capacity and all. 100 people means 100 people. You have got 4 vehicles, only 1 round. Not 2 rounds. Because people can't use to see. Only 1 round, 5 o'clock to 6. That's all. Strictly private. If you do that, entire year people will be there. Not one day. One day in the holidays, if you go there, it is something like a mela. Anywhere. You go to Bandipur, you go to Nagarhole, you go to any other tourist places. That too wildlife. It can't take so much of people.
Right.
Because you can't able to see also because of their noise and all.
Right.
Oh, you go by bus, then you will feel.
Right.
You will hit them.
Even people do not know how to behave in forest. They keep talking to each other. Yes.
Even if you say, they won't listen to you.
Right.
Our guards will say there is a board of silence.
It happens in front of us. Guards keep saying nobody is listening to him.
No. Only if you hit someone, then they will listen to you.
Right.
That we can't. But I used to do that also. I control them. But it's very big task, I will tell you. Nowadays, people are increased like anything, and ITBT, it happened. ITBT.
Do you think there should be some selection criteria for the tourist? That everybody cannot be an eco-tourist.
How?
I don't know how.
No.
Not possible.
See, it's very easy, I will tell you. The Nagarole, for a day, 100 or 200 people. You can control them.
Right.
Not 300 or 400. Then we can't talk about eco-tourism.
Right.
We can ask them not to bring any plastic. You please ask them not to make any noise. If you make noise, we will forfeit your money, and we will send you back. Then definitely they will listen to you.
Right.
Is it not?
Right. Absolutely. Some penalty system should be there.
If any wrongdoings,
there should be.
I used to get penalty more than our income. Because for anything I used to put penalty.
Right.
That's how I control. But today it's very difficult. Because government itself has to think like that. How much we have got facilities, then how we can control the mob. Without any fear, we have to send them back. If you have reservation, you go. Otherwise, we will never allow you. From the gate itself, we have to send them back.
Right.
These are all, I don't like that. Eco-tourism. There is no meaning at all.
Right. If you have not truly educated people who understand forest, there is no point in actually.
If you bring 10 people, you can advise them.
Right.
See, this is the thing, it is.
Yeah.
You are not adhere means you will put a big fine.
Right.
Then definitely.
So last question actually I would like to ask. It is little sub judice right now. I mean, if you want to answer, you can answer. Otherwise, you are free not to answer. So, you know that Kudremukh, that mine incidents, and there are certain cases of filed against you and some of your colleagues under Wildlife Protection Act. So, what is your stand on this, and what are you doing actually on those allegations were made?
See, they used to. It's a big profitable these things, for the company. They will used to make big allegations and all. We should be bothered because the court itself has given the verdict, Then we should be bothered about that. All the thing is the department has to implement.
Right.
And another thing, now they have started some these things in their building.
Taj,
I don't know. Some people they started tourist these things.
Right.
But it's not. It is illegal because it's a government land. How they can start? Because there is a order is there. They should not. We have filed a case against them.
You're getting enough support for those petitions you have filed from the people. Are you reaching people actually to make them aware of those petitions, or you are?
No, it's very difficult.
Okay.
Nobody will. We don't have money. That's the problem. Because if you ask for human beings, they will give a lot of money. But if you ask for wildlife and all, nobody will give. Right. That's another problem.
Right. A lot of youngsters are now taking interest in conservation, in wildlife protection, environment protection.
I don't
Do you have
know.
any message?
See, the younger generation, what is in their mind, I don't know.
Okay.
Because they are not hardcore people.
Right.
They will come as these things, and after seeing, it's not this job is not a very good these things. because you have to collect information, you have to pass on to some of the people, you know the people. These are all wretched work if you think like that. And nobody interested. Even in Bangalore, hardly we can see 8-10 people. More than 1 crore people are there.
Right.
At least 100 people should be there. If they wanted to represent 1 crore people, at least 100 people should be there.
Right.
But it's not. Nobody see what is in their mind. Any big calamity has to take place. Then also only at that time they will talk. Now you go to Chennai, you will see what is happening. Once it recedes, they will forget.
True.
That is the tendency. That should not be there. Because if once you enter this thing, you have to work forever. Whether it is bad or good, once you selected the thing, If you won't work, then who will work? That's the problem.
Right.
If everybody once they saw means they will talk. Lot of things they will talk. Wherever I will go, they used to talk only environment and other things. But actually, they are not doing it.
Right. All eye-washing and basically.
Even not eye-washing, because they have seen their work and all. That's why just to support me, I don't know what is in there.
Okay.
Because and they may think we are also doing the conservation like that. I think. That's also there.
Right.
Because not only you, we are also doing conservation.
They want to be part of something big, but they really don't have capacity or the challenge-taking mentality. Yes.
Because challenge means they will. They won't be there.
They won't be there. They run away.
Yeah. Even in our group, we are hardcore people, are about 10-15 people. That's all. In Kurg itself, 3-4 people are there.
Okay. Just 3-4 people.
That's all.
Yeah.
Even I told you in Bangalore, at least 100 people should be there.
Such a big city.
Minimum.
Right.
Such a big city. What will happen, we don't know. Because our trial, again, strength. If they saw 3,000 people go together, then government will listen to us.
Right, of course.
If you go 3 people,
right.
We are 3 only.
Right.
Then who will listen to you?
Right. Do you get any international support? I mean, in other countries?
That is there, but what they can do, it's all internal this thing.
Right.
International support is there. They are saying you are doing very good.
But
and of course, we are not ready to take money or any such thing from foreign investment because a lot of controversies are there.
Right.
If you provide, then we will take. That too, we will say, are you...
What mindset you are providing?
Not only that. If you are in tourism, these things we won't take. Because that's all forbidden for us.
Okay, sir. Thanks for your time.
No problem. No problem. It is a pleasure, meeting different people.
Right.
But I don't know how you will work and all. How many of you, I don't know.
We have 50 people actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah, 50 people.
But one thing I will tell you, I have seen a lot of people like you. But somewhat, I have not seen in the field. At least they should
be on the field.